Good day, trainees. Before we proceed, please stand up and do your best. Thank you. So, welcome to the University of the Philippines. I am Jonh Peter, your trainer in electrical installation and finance institute. So, it's nice to see you. So, next is please sign your attendance sheet. So we will tackle our vision, and this is our vision. So next is the 10 principles of competency-based training. So please read Mr. Sarong.
The training is based on curriculum CBT derived from the competency standard. The training is based on your competency.
Next, please read Mr. Peter.
Training materials are directed to competency standards and applicable modules. The system allows the formation of prior learning and on current competencies.
Thank you. Next is training allows multiple entries and exit in a training program. Next is approved training program or nationally accredited program of each institution or training center are registered with UPPRAS or United Event Program Registration and Accreditation System. So in this training, you will rest assured that your skills and knowledge will internationally recognized, and you can have multiple exit and entries with different competency or different trainings. So next is the CBT framework. In the CBT framework, first, here you are in the orientation program and selection of your competency. So after you selected your competency, you will receive the CBT or the other learning resource that you can study. So if you're confident in your skills and knowledge, you can proceed to practice demonstration, and next is the assessment of your skills and knowledge. So next is the role of the CBT program. So please give Mr.
So the subject matter will be learning how to do it. Assessment each training is inside one personalized guidance.
Thank you. Next is
Instill confidence in the learner by providing experiences where learners may succeed. Accept responsibility along with the student for the task learned or non-learned.
So the role of the trainer is simply to facilitate your learnings and your knowledge to content throughout this training. So next is the role of the CBT training. Can you please read Mr. Sarong?
Training is specific for the learner and when they want to learn in the training is for
Thank you. Next is Mr.
Training is designed when they are ready to perform each task and demonstrate mastery of learning to a job like level of competency for civic rights. Against present job standard and not against other students that are rated on achievement of standard or failure of each task.
So the next is training know upfront before instruction begins, and they are expected to know when to complete the program. Training learn according to their interests, needs and abilities, and not according to teacher guidelines expectations. So in the role of the training, you can really select your knowledge or you want to learn in the competency training. So next is the qualification of electrical installation and finance institute with 196 hours total. Next is the electrical installation and finance introduction. So this course is designed to equip individual operational skills in electrical installation and maintenance and security, particularly in installing and maintaining electrical wiring, lighting, and related equipment systems in residential common competency with 24 hours, and the last is the core competency with 154 hours with 3 learning outcomes. First is perform roughing activities varying in behaviors for single-phase distribution power and auxiliary system. The next is install electrical protective devices for distribution power, lighting, auxiliary, lighting protection, and grounding system. And the last is install wiring devices for cross and low mounted outlets, lighting fixtures, switches, and auxiliary outlets. So next is the pre-assessment. So I have here the data gathering to know your learning styles. So as I can see, Mr. Sarong is a visual learner, and Ms. Rulloda is a kinesthetic learner. So this will help us to know your preference in the selection field on the learning materials. So next is the self-assessment checklist. In self-assessment checklist, you can select the knowledge you have done or you are competent with. If you have guessed the self-assessment checklist, you can now proceed to RPL or recognition of prior learning, wherein you can demonstrate your knowledge in the center. Next is the monitoring tools. So we have the core monitoring tools with progress chart, achievement chart, and progress sheet. So we have here the training progress chart where you can see all of your trainees selected learning outcomes have done. So next is the training activity matrix. So here is the activity training matrix where you are scheduled on the different tasks and different oral class trainings. Next is the how to use the CBLM or competency-based learning material. So how to use the CBLM, this module will lead you through different learning activities in order to complete each learning outcomes of this module. Each learning outcome is provided with information sheets, reference materials for further reading to help you better understand the required activities. Follow these activities and answer the self-check and each learning outcome. You may remove a blank answer sheet at the end of each module or get one from your facilitator trainer to write your answer for each subject. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask your facilitator for assistance. So next is the CBT 9 CBT version areas, where let me introduce you Sir Christian Repol to discuss the 9 CBT work areas.
So, training. So, I'm your trainer, Mr. Christian Repol, and let's move on to the 9 CBT area. So, this is the workshop layout. So please follow me and I will discuss the NCBT area. So first we have the potential learning laboratory. So this facilitates your defining knowledge in mathematics, science, and communication is part of 9 technology that provided to the learner. So next we have institutional assessment area. So this area we're in providing the recognition of the prior learning done by the trainee. So next we have a practical work area. So this area is the trainees acquire the skills and knowledge component in the competency that described in the last chapter, and also all materials and equipment are provided with. So So next we have a learning resource area. So this area is provided to the learner. So the knowledge requirement in the various module that responding to the competency. So next we have quality control area. So quality control area. In the various test contrology calibrations are conducted in this area, and also the process of quality control. So next we have trainers resource center. So trainers resource center. So these areas houses that the all learning materials, the training regulations, and the curriculum itself. So the next we have the support service area. So this area is provide the values in any competency, and such as automotive service technician in situ, welding, and such as competency that underlying skills, that in particular competency. So next we have computer laboratory. So this area is the way the physical change in delivery, which is the use of information technology. So in the last, we have distance learning area. So this area is enable provision outside and away in the institution, training institution. That in terms of internship, printing, and unprinting media. So now, do you have any question in our CBT area?
No, sir.
So please go back to the contextual learning laboratory. So for our learning content, we install lightning features or tests. So please follow me to the learning laboratory. So for our objectives, so identify the different types of lightning figures and switches, understand electrical safety procedures, understand electrical codes and regulation, interpret wiring diagrams, and the last, recognize and select appropriate tools and materials. So this is the class sheet. So please read the title and the objectives.
Class sheet title: Install Lightning Features Switches. Performance objective: applying methods and techniques in various types of lightning feature switches. Checking and conforming the installation based on job.
So you have a 15 minutes break, and after that, you may proceed to the practical work. So I'm gonna demonstrate on how to install lightning features. So please watch me and also next to Repol. So next you may also perform the more activities. So for safety, so switch off and unlock. So now you may also proceed to perform. So trainee are you ready for to proceed to institutional assessment area? our first trainee, Mr. Sarong. Please proceed to the institutional assessment area, and Ms. Maxene Rulloda, please take it in more practice.
Hi trainees, I'm Eyza Sucgang. How are you, Mr. Jave?
I'm fine, ma'am. I'm ready.
Okay. You are in the institutional assessment area. This area is your recognition trial of learning by the trainee. So for our assessment method, we have written test, demonstration, return demonstration, observation, and oral questioning, interview, and third report party. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For our grading system, our CBT there's a evaluation, but stating if you are competent or not competent. This grading system is not numerical. So are you clear for our grading system?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is our job sheet for this competency. The title is Install Lighting Fixtures and Switches. Our objective is installing lighting fixtures and switches. So before you start, you can ask me if you have a question. Now let's proceed to our demonstration. So let's proceed to our oral questioning. Our questioning, I have two questions. For the number one, blank are devices or components that control the flow of electrical current. What is the answer?
Switches.
Okay. For the number two, blank are devices or equipment that are permanently installed. What is the answer?
Mixture.
Fixtures. Okay, very good. Oh. Okay, Mr. J, for our result of written test, you will able to get 95%. That's a very high score. In demonstration, you will able to perform well and finish it on time. On the oral questioning, you will able to answer all the questions correctly. So based on the evidence gathered, you will be able to competent. This proves that you have a prior learning about this competency. So this is your certificate of completion.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Please proceed to contextual learning laboratory. Thank you. Hi, Ms. Maxene. How are you, Ms. Maxene? Are you ready?
I'm ready and I'm ready.
Okay. Please proceed to the institutional assessment area. So here area is a recognition of prior learning is done by the trainee. So this is our okay, thank you, Mr. J. Okay, our job sheet is, the title is Install Lighting Features and Switches. Our objective is installing lighting features and switches. And if you have a question, you can ask me before we start. Are you clear? Okay, let's do the demonstration. Okay, let's proceed to our oral questioning. Blank are devices or components that control the flow of electrical current.
Pictures.
Okay. For the number two question, blank are devices or equipment that are permanently installed.
Switches.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Maxene, my feedback for you is, based on the result of written test, you will be able to get 40% in So, by that, on the oral questioning, your answer is not all questions your answer is incorrectly. So, based on the evidence I gathered, you will be not yet competent. So, I will advise you to review again and make more practice on that particular task.
I understand now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And please proceed to the conceptual learning laboratory. Okay. Now let's proceed to our evaluation or the rating sheet. So this is the rating sheet. You can evaluate your trainers or trainee about if you are satisfactory or not satisfactory on the competency or the training na are you done? Thank you. Okay, that's all for our today competency. That's all. Thank you.